Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a new high-stakes battle for the future of the internet. And believe it or not, it's all happening right inside your web browser. So let's just zero in on this quote, because it really captures a massive shift. The humble web browser, that thing you use every single day, has suddenly become the most important battleground in tech. What used to be just a simple window to the web is now the absolute center of a strategic war that's going to define how we all access information for years to come. Because this war, it's not about speed or features anymore. This is a fight over the very purpose of the browser, which is being completely reimagined as we speak. Think about it. For decades, browsers were tools for navigation, right? You'd search, you'd get a list of links, and then you had to do all the hard work of clicking, reading, and piecing it all together yourself. Well, we're now moving from that world into a new era where browsers are designed for cognition. They do the work for you and give you direct answers. This shift turns the browser from this passive tool into an active, thinking partner. And this evolution has, of course, ignited a fierce war between two very different contenders. You've got the established empire, and you've got the disruptive upstart. So first, let's look at the reigning champion, Google. With its total dominance in search, it's playing a very calculated, very defensive game to protect its massive empire from this new wave of disruption. And this is Google's home field advantage, the colossal number of Chrome users all around the world. And you have to understand, this isn't just a user base, it's a strategic moat. Google's #1 goal is to keep these billions of people happy and, more importantly, locked into its ecosystem. So Google isn't rebuilding the browser from scratch. Nope. Instead, it's retrofitting its powerful Gemini AI into the Chrome interface we all already know. By weaving it deeply with Maps, Calendar, and Docs, it creates this ecosystem lock-in that is incredibly difficult to leave, all while being super careful not to hurt its core advertising business. All right, now for the challenger, Perplexity. These guys aren't just trying to build a better browser. They're trying to build an entirely new kind of internet experience. They're waging an all-out offensive against the old way of doing things. Perplexity calls itself an answer engine, and that term is really the key to its entire strategy. It isn't designed to point you to a list of potential answers. Its whole goal is to give you the answer, synthesized from all over the web and delivered directly to you. So their approach is completely different. They're building an AI-native experience from the ground up, and they're prioritizing user trust with verifiable citations for every single claim. The long-term vision here is to turn the browser into an AI operating system that acts on your behalf, and it's all funded by premium subscriptions that directly challenge the old ad-based model. Okay, let's dive into this and put them head to head, because when you really look closer, you see how these different philosophies lead to two very different products with very different strengths. And this breakdown really clarifies their unique advantages, doesn't it? Perplexity is the undisputed winner on research depth and trust, especially thanks to those claim-by-claim citations. But Google's ecosystem integration is so powerful that it creates a massive advantage in just sheer convenience and workflow. But the real story isn't just in the features you can see on the surface. To understand why they perform so differently, you've got to look under the hood. The deep differences in performance and philosophy, they're rooted in their opposing business models and technical foundations. For Google, AI is really a defensive cost. It's an expensive feature they've added to protect their core ad revenue. This means it's actually disincentivized from giving you answers that are so good that you never need to click an ad-supported link. For Perplexity, the AI is the product. Its incentive is perfectly aligned with yours to give you the best possible answer, because that's what you're paying for. This really gets to their technical DNA. Google is vertically integrated. It controls the entire stack from its own custom chips all the way to its Gemini models. Perplexity, on the other hand, is a flexible orchestrator. They're free to use the best AI models on the market, whether they come from OpenAI, Anthropic, or even Google itself. Now, at the heart of Perplexity's architecture is a process called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. This is its secret weapon against AI hallucinations. Before the AI generates anything, it first performs a live web search to retrieve current facts. It then augments the AI's prompt with that fresh information, forcing the AI to generate an answer that's grounded in real, verifiable data, which it then provides to you as citations. Pretty clever. So where is all this headed? Let's look at the future, because this battle is building towards a really ambitious endgame for both of these companies. For now, the choice really comes down to your needs. If you're an everyday user who values speed, simplicity, and you're already deep in the Google ecosystem, Chrome is still the clear choice. But if you're a researcher or professional, really anyone who depends on depth, accuracy, and verifiable sources, Perplexity offers a superior tool that's probably well worth it. Ultimately, this battle isn't just about finding information better or faster, it's the opening act in a much longer race to build the definitive AI agent for your life, a trusted proxy that will manage your tasks, your data, and your digital interactions. So the question this leaves us with is, who will you trust to be that agent?